happy children. Ma, what sweet are you going to make for Guruji today?
Ma Sadguru Kataksham, Apara Mahima Sadguru Kataksham.
I will add some flowers to the column too. Ma, can you please come down?
What do you want, kids?
Can you please put up this toranam as it is Guruji's birthday?
Sure, I'm coming down.
Come on everyone, let's celebrate Guruji's birthday!
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare.
Radhe Radhe and happy birthday Guruji.
Radhe Radhe Guruji, very happy birthday to you. Pranams on behalf of all the Gopa Kuteeram Sydney. Thanks to your grand vision for children all over the world, Gopa Kuteeram is here for us and we thank you deeply for that. It's a great opportunity to see ourselves as friends of Krishna and learn so much about him through stories and bhajans. Values for life are also taught to us in plenty. On this festive day of your birthday, we like to make an offering by showcasing briefly of what we have learned. We do hope you'll be pleased with our effort. First up, we present the youngest children of the group, Guruji. A for Avatar. B for Brahma. C for Chandra. D for Durga. E for Ekadashi. F for Faith. G for Guruji. H for Hanuman. I for Indra. J for Jagannath. K for Krishna. L for Lakshmi. M for Mahadeva. N for Nasimha. O for Om. P for Panduranga. Q for Quest. R for Rama. S for Saraswati. T for Tulasi. U for Uma. V for Vishnu. W for worship. X for xanthol petal. Y for Yamuna. Z for the end.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Festivals, festivals, festivals are fun. Festivals are celebrations of special occasions. Sankaranti is the festival of harvest. It's a thanksgiving to the sun god because he makes the crops grow. Shivratri is to celebrate Lord Shiva. We eat no food, chant his name and stay awake all night. Holi is the festival of colors. We spread colors on each other and have a merry time. Ramanami is the festival of Rama's birthday. We chant Rama Rama and he blesses us with goodness. Guru Purnima is to celebrate our Sadguru. We pray to Sage Vesha who gave us the Vedas. Raksha Bandhan is the festival of affection. Sisters tie Kalparakis on their brother's race. Saturday is to celebrate Lord Ganesha. We pray to him by offering lots of yummy things. Krishnashtami is the festival of Krishna's birthday. The god whose childhood pranks were loved by everyone. Dasara is the festival of good over evil. Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati give courage, wealth and knowledge. Deepavali is the festival of lights. We wear new clothes, eat yummy sweets and fire many crackers. Festivals, festivals, festivals are fun. Festivals are celebrations of special occasions. I like Gopa Kuteeram because you teach me a lot of slokas and about my culture and a lot of stories. Because they teach me nice Krishna stories and bhajans. Because my teachers tell me lots of stories and do activities with me. Because it's very interesting and I get to listen to God stories. I love little Krishna stories. Because we learn new slokas. Because it teaches slokas, share knowledge about culture and traditions to short songs and stories. Also, I like the activities like Abhishek and coloring. Thank you. Because I can learn about different things about God and different stories about gods and different songs about gods by GK teachers. Because the stories and the Mahamantra chanting and the Bhagwan blesses us. I like listening to the stories and I make new friends. It is amazing! Because we learn lots of stories and we always learn new bhajans. Because they tell stories about Krishna and I love Krishna. Because I get to learn slokas that I haven't learned yet. It is fun! Because we get to learn about God. I love learning the slokams and also listening to stories.
Radhe Radhe Guruji, happy birthday. On this special day, we seek your blessings and present a glimpse of our learning from the Gopa Kuteeram class.
Pranams Guruji. Through the stories of Ramayana and Mahabharata, we have learnt so many precious values and important life lessons over the past 2 years. For this presentation, we have chosen a few values that we can use in our everyday experiences.
By applying these values in situations at school and with our siblings and friends, we are able to bring in tiny little refinements within us. We hope you'll be pleased to hear this, Guruji. Radhe Radhe.
Anjana, do you think my sister will be watching this? I don't want her to know that I'm changing for the better.
Why not, Shreya? It is good to be good, you know. It brings out the goodness in others too.
Tell me, how can you make the world a better place? There are those who want to be good, but others who don't want to be nice and good at all. What? Since when did you care about the world? Everything alright? It's just that some kids in class don't want to be good. They can get quite mean, but I don't let them to be mean. If they're mean, I'm double mean.
I'm not sure that's the right approach though.
Then what is?
Maybe less mean or half mean and not double mean.
What do you mean?
An eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. Haven't you heard this?
True. And Gandhi ji showed the whole world how it can be done differently.
Exactly. That's the kind of approach I meant. Doing something good instead.
That reminds me, Smayan, heard you did something good at home. Your annoying sister, as you call her sometimes, told us that she was really inspired by your goodness. Huh? What did I do and what's she telling everyone?
Did you get the iPhone you wanted for your birthday?
No, I didn't get one. My dad got my elder brother an iPhone for his birthday only last month. It would be too much for my dad to spend big money again within a month. Plus, my brother had only a normal phone all along. So I told Dad I would settle for an ordinary phone. You should have seen the relief on his face. That made me very happy.
That's good, man. You know the after effect of this? Your sister seems very inspired by what you did, and she was all praise for you that you were so considerate of your dad.
Apparently, she is also going to be good to you and more considerate of you. Really? Actually, Rupa has been a little nicer to me of late and not so annoying too. Now I get it. Even I found it was fun to have her around with all the remote learning. But don't tell her that, okay? Thanks for telling me about our friend Smayan. Wow, little consideration for his father brought out the goodness out of him and brought the goods out of his sister, which he didn't even know existed.
Yes. This reminds me of the story of Rama, how Lord Rama changed the lives of all around him through his goodness. Rama's goodness to give up the kingdom, to keep his father's promise, worked as an example for Bharata to follow.
True, Rama was the goodness role model for Bharata and Bharata followed his lead. He didn't accept the kingdom and went all the way to the forest to return it to Rama again.
Bharata did not stop there. He didn't enjoy the riches of the royal life, but lived the life of an ascetic, like how Rama lived in the forest.
Yes, we all have the ability to change ourselves and others around us through our goodness. Goodness can only end up in goodness, right?
Of course, but it is our choice to be good, and it is these choices which decide our life to be great or not so great.
Yes, but how do we know if we're making the right choices in life or not?
Good question. If we know about Shreyas and Prayas, we can learn how to make better choices.
Hey! So, I called to ask, do you know Shreyas and Prayas? Yes. How do you know them? They're in my chess class. What? Yeah, the new twin boys who started my classroom this year. No, I was talking about what is Shreyas and Prayas to us. Friends? No, Vrinda. Shreyas and Prayas are the outcomes of the choices we make.
often involuntarily.
Oh, what? I did not know that.
You see, sometimes when you want something right away, maybe it is a good thing to have two. But if you take a moment to think about it, it may not be the best choice in the long run. Praise is what we desire. Praise is what is good and right. We need to make right choices. I was writing an article on this and started to like this concept.
I wonder if Shreyas and Prayas' parents knew this when they named them.
Iha, come, it's prayer time.
Sorry, got to go now. It's chanting and prayer time.
Hey, wait! I get it. I would love to talk to you now. That's prayers. But you're chanting and prayer for yourself and everyone. That is Shreyas. Wow! That's so cool. Even I figured this out.
Yup, moving away from our needs and wants to what is good for us is Shreyas. Awesome. I am going to quote your example in my article, if that's okay.
Go for it.
Did you read the article on Shreyas and prayers written by Ihan's school newsletter?
Sure did. A well-written one too. I could relate to it because it sets the basis for the kind of choices we make every day.
Yeah, I could connect it to Dhritarashtra. He knew what Shreyas would bring to himself and his sons, but he allowed prayers to consume him.
True. And Yudhishthira was Shreyas, dominant all the time. And finally, that's what brought him Shreyas too.
I know, but tell me something. Iha said in her article that she chants and prays every day for everyone. Do you think she does that every day?
What makes you think she doesn't?
It's just a bit hard for me to believe. Say if her mother was not at home, would she still chant and pray at her usual time?
Of course she would have. She seems convinced that it is the right thing to do. So it doesn't matter whether someone is watching over us or not. We all have an inspector God within us, you know.
Really? Who? Where?
It is our own conscience. Everything we do is in His presence.
Anyone? Is anyone here? Did you lose your money? I guess no one is around. The money's mine then.
What's wrong, Prisha? You seem a bit disturbed.
No, I'm fine, Daddy. Can you tell me your 1-minute story, please? I feel better when I hear a story from you.
Okay, a quick story. You know Dashratha, Lord Rama's father? Once, he gave his wife Kaikeyi 2 boons. She could ask for whatever she wanted. Well, the day before Rama was to be crowned the king, Kaikeyi asked for the 2 boons. To send Rama to the forest for 14 years and to crown her own son Bharata as the king. That was the most shocking thing that Dashratha had ever heard. To send his own son to the forest for 14 years. Now, Dashratha could have denied giving the boons or not kept his promise. After all, he was the king and no one could have forced him to send Rama to the forest for 14 years. But, even though it was the most toughest thing to do, Dashratha kept his promise.
And when Bharata found out what his mother did, he went to return the kingdom to Rama. He knew it was not for him to keep.
Exactly. So Preksha, always do the right thing.
Oh my God, you're the best. I found $100 note in the park. It wasn't mine. No one was around in the park, so I took it. But I don't think I can keep it.
You're right, Preksha. No one will know you took it. But you know that you took what is not yours. Right? Always be true to yourself.
Okay, Dad. Let's go back to the park and see if the person who lost it is looking for it.
Hey, how do you think our friends are going? Guruji will be watching.
So far, okay, I think. I feel good watching them talk about how much they have changed listening to the stories.
Yeah, they know about how goodness spreads, making the right choices.
and doing the right thing. Here I was, worried that my sister would see the good change in me.
Haha, good to see you reflecting and introspecting, Shreya.
Namaste, Uncle. Hey, Gary. I'm gonna go see Dashu. Hey, Dashu. I heard about your results. You must be feeling bad.
Thanks a lot for rubbing it in. I'm such a failure. I can't do things right. Everyone else in my class got such good marks. Their parents would buy them gifts and all. But look at me. I've got nothing. And why should I? I got such terrible marks anyways.
Hey, I didn't come here to rub it in. I came here to tell you you're much more than this. You always do reasonably well in all your tests. And this is just one subject in our term test. You have the rest of the year to catch up.
It's easy for you to say. I'm the one in the mess.
That's true. But that means only you can get yourself out of it.
I know. I must study harder for the next test.
I'm not talking about studying. That's given. I know you're gonna do that. Right now, you're very angry and emotional. Remember what we learned in our Gopa Kuteeram classes. That our mind can be our best friend and our worst enemy. You should also watch what you say to yourself. Telling yourself that you're not good enough will never help. It'll only make it worse.
True.
Remember when Hanumanji set out to find Sita Mata and he couldn't find her? He was devastated. So he sat down and thought about what would happen if he didn't find her. This introspection helped him refocus and affirm to find her. And he did find her after all.
Oh my god. Imagine if you gave up and didn't continue your search. My problem seems so small now.
Exactly. And I could tell that your father and sister were quite worried about you. Your sadness affects them too. Cheer up. And in the great scheme of things, this will pass.
I'll pass in flying colors.
And that's the spirit.
Thank you so much. What would I have done without you?
A lot.
Hey, Dad, I spoke to Darshan.
Nice. Sit down and tell me what happened.
I can see Darshan was happy after Sanjana spoke to her. She's such a good friend.
She sure is, Gauri. And that's why you need to pick your friends carefully. What if Sanjana added more negative thoughts to Darshu? Would you want that?
Definitely not. But all my friends are good sometimes and not good sometimes. What should I do?
First, you be good with them and they'll be good to you. Remember, I told you about Rama Gunas and Ravana Gunas. You have to be with people with more Rama Gunas. And then you'll learn their good qualities too. Gauri, remember the proverb I told you? Tell me who your friends are, and I'll tell you who you are. Sums up the importance of association.
But I don't like to be with my friends all the time. I like my family, my books, and...
Your iPad.
Correct.
You grow well by reading the right kind of books too. You know what they say, one book or one friendship or a meeting with the right person can change your life.
Hey Sudhiti, how are you?
I'm good, Janaki.
What are you up to?
I was just thinking about what Gauri told me in class. She said association matters, as in who we are with matters.
True though, associations can transform us, for the better or worse.
Are you thinking of anyone?
So many people we can think about. The story of Rukshan comes to my mind.
I know that story, but how does it fit here?
Rukshan used to be a thief. He stole from other people until he met Sage Narada, who asked him a simple question that changed his whole life. A fleeting association with Sage Narada transformed Rukshan into Valmiki.
Ah, okay, I see how that connects now. Sage Narada told him to say Rama, Rama, but he could only say Mara, Mara, which eventually, of course, became Rama, Rama. By continuously repeating Rama, Rama, he became the great sage Valmiki.
Super right. Rukshan did not have years of friendship with Narada, you see, but those brief moments were enough to just transform him.
Good association makes us take right decisions, leading to happiness. Wrong association makes us take bad decisions, leading to sorrow.
Yes, but remember, it's I who decides who I should associate with.
So true. My grandma always says, by associating ourselves with the Satguru and chanting the Maha Mantra, our life will be blissful.
Grandmas are the best.
Hey, how's the cultural evening?
It was good. Good food. And also, I learned something new last night. Eternal growth.
Tell me about it after our practice.
Sure. Hey look, Krishna and Govind are there. Let's go say hi to them before we go to practice.
Hey man, what's going on? Too deep in thought.
Yeah, he has been like that since I came here.
Radhe everyone. I was just thinking about a post that popped up on my Instagram and something my mum said to me earlier.
What did Auntie say?
She asked me to define success. I gave her an answer, but she didn't seem happy with it. She asked me to think more.
What was the Insta feed about?
The runner loses the race but wins the hearts of thousands.
How's that possible? What did he do?
It was the cross-country race in 2012 in Spain. Kenyan runner Abel Mutai was in the lead, and a few meters before the finish line, he stopped. He got distracted by all the signs around him and he thought he'd finished the race. Behind him, at a distance, was a Spanish runner, Ivan Fernandez. He saw what was going on and he yelled out for Abel to keep on running. But Abel didn't understand Spanish. You know what Ivan did?
I think I know. Ivan pushed Abel to cross the finish line to victory, right?
What? He didn't cross over and win the race for himself? This is unbelievable. These things happen in sports?
That's why this was big news, see? From young, Ivan would have trained for years and years just to enter the competition. But what he did then, that was a sheer brilliance of character.
Well said. Ivan made his decision in a split second. He didn't think about what was right or wrong. He just knew it and did it without any doubt. This can only happen when the internal value system is crystal clear and solid. Also, do you know what he said when a reporter asked why he let Abel win? He said, "What would be the merit of my victory if I had done that? What would be the honor of my medal? Most importantly, what would my mother think of me?"
Hey, he reminds me of Yudhishthira. Ivan displayed such noble qualities of Yudhishthira.
Yeah, I know what Duryodhana would have done in this situation.
Hey, let's go. We're getting late for our practice. Bye, you two.
Bye.
You know what I'm thinking now? Success is important, but it should be earned in the right way. Pursuit of dharma alone can lead to ultimate victory or happiness. Not a thought crossed in Ivan's mind to win the race for himself. I mean, nobody would have blamed him if he did too.
And I really liked what he said. What would my mother think of me? My parents would be way more proud of me than actually winning the race and doing what Ivan did. He's obviously way more remembered by everyone, even Abel, who actually won the race. I would say he's more successful.
You got it, Krishna. You know, I think that's the answer my mum was expecting from me too.
Brilliant. Every time I'm conflicted about what is right or wrong, I would always think of my parents and what would they like me to do in that situation. I would get the answer instantly.
Me too. I also think of what my Guruji would think, of what I do and what I say. Will my actions and thoughts please him? This puts me on the right thinking path, you know. Radhe Radhe Guruji. Thank you for creating the Gopa Kuteeram community for students like us all around the world, where we learn to develop a good value system, do seva to Bhagwan, chant Maha Mantra, learn devotion, and be good to our family, friends, and the society. Happy birthday, Guruji. Pranams and Radhe Radhe.
Happy birthday, Guruji, from all of us at Sydney Gopa Kuteeram. Radhe Radhe.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.